Hello, Final Boss of the Interwebs here. Yeah, I'm forgoing another promo project. To do another one against the TFL. Specifically, this one guy who, you know who you are, essentially. Okay. Dude, you're deluded. That's my first obvious point. You're extremely deluded. Secondly, you're cocky. You're arrogant. You act like a fucking know-it-all. Dude, I want to take you down a notch. You say that, oh, Bill can be a bad boy when it comes to defense. I don't think so. I'm defending my side, and that's the side that this TFL movement is bullshit. There is no conspiracy against loneliness. Logically speaking, and I've stated this in my video to Dwayne, you're alone because of your attitude. You're alone because on the inside, you're an ugly person. I'm not saying I'm all that great. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just saying, dude, know your shit. Okay. Your point that most of the haters against the TFL are using names that describe universal entropy. What about mine? I am a licensed reverend. Okay, well, an ordained minister. I am a very positive person. I don't represent Satan or 666 or ass-licking or anything like that through my name. There is no universal entropy within my name. Secondly, I am gonna be one of your most logical trolls. Because the best ownage is logical ownage. Okay, now, I'm gonna skip around a bit, hit on whatever points come back to me. I just watched your video about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, dude, seriously. Social autism. It is not a proven fact, it is not a scientific fact, it is not a well-known fact. There are no facts on what causes autism. There are theories, yes, there are many theories, a lot of them which make sense. It could be brought on from drug use, it could be genetic, but it's not anything to do with vaccinations. The government does not want you to be lonely. In fact, if anything, the government wants you to marry, have kids, and thus further the economy, or the collapse thereof. Social Darwinism? Okay, yes. Survival of the fittest applied socially, it makes sense. But you're wrong in saying that this TFL thing makes sense in that way. Because TFL, there is no force to it. There is no reason a guy like Dwayne Holloway, who may not be attractive on the outside, cannot get a chick. there's no reason someone like Bill can't get a girl. There's no logical forcing of it. So, what the fuck, you know? Okay. Your little rantings about, you know, these little scientific tidbits are purely speculative at best. They're vague, they're nebulous, and you cite no sources to back you up. And of course you say, you bring up evolution. What does that have to do with it? You bring up atheism. I'm an atheist. Yeah, I'm an ordained minister, but I'm a fucking atheist. What does that have to do with it? There is no God in your, in the TFL's theory. Okay, last point. You stated that you're an underdogist. I guess the term could be coined that way. Dude, I've been part of Anonymous for so goddamn long. Okay? Anonymous is the demon of the interwebs. We are the underdogs. But we are the ones that are saving the interwebs. We're saving the interwebs for, you know, from DMCA abuse. We are bringing out free speech. That was, to me, the biggest point of Chinology, was to save free speech, was to preserve the idea that we could all have free thought. This TFL is forcing a New World Order ideology on innocent, lonely people. When a person is lonely, that is the point where they're most vulnerable to this shit. It's just like Scientology. You can't have a disaster without Scientologists coming up and giving touch assists. Because at that point, people are desperate and they're more vulnerable. The TFL is exploiting lonely people. Now you can say, oh well, aren't restaurants exploiting hungry people? Yeah. They're charging more for people who are hungry to eat more. Just like this, I brought up smoking in my last video, and how I can relate that to a conspiracy theory. There is no conspiracy. You are lonely because you are lonely. No one is forcing you to be lonely. Plain and simple, you're lonely. Stop whining about it. That's all you're doing. And another thing is, you're not... What's the word I'm looking for? Or the term? You're not blaming the proper entity for your loneliness. Don't blame the other sex because you're rejected. Blame yourself and try to figure out, hey, what's wrong with me that makes me undateable? You know, am I an ugly person on the inside? Am I putting out there negative thoughts and changing reality in a negative way? Things like that are what cause rejection. Not Cosmo. Not psyops. Not auto-psyops. Not mythologies. You're lonely because you're lonely. Change yourself in such a way so that you can stop being lonely. Dude, do your fucking research before you spout your mouth off again. Alright? Because you may think that you're all big and badass, but motherfucker, I bring the game. This is the final boss of the interwebs. Fuck your team.